All right, so what's going on, everybody? It's JA. It's the Friday show. Now, today we're going to be talking the big Adidas exclusive access event, which actually happened to kick off yesterday. So it looks like we finally got the long-awaited sale, which many people were excited about. It looks like Jordan Brand, they're getting ready for a big Travis Scott release. So will the Travis Scott cycle continue? And Ye gets ready to take over China. So we got all that, guys. But of course, to begin, we're going to start with some quick updates. So first up, we had Complex actually drop a list of the best Adidas sneakers of all time. So they actually had 33 pairs, in which it looks like out of all of those sneakers, we had 4 Yeezys, which did happen to make the list. And the highest ranking Yeezy happened to be the 350, which Complex's very own Matt Welty said, quote, "While it's nearly impossible to ignore the person that Ye has become and the negative impact that his antics have had on Adidas, it'd be even more difficult to ignore the impact that his sneakers had. None was more impactful than the Yeezy 350, a hugely popular shoe that carried Adidas through the last decade." So pretty cool article, and I would encourage you guys to check out the full list. And by the way, actually Yeezy did not make the number one, as that 350 was just the highest ranked Yeezy. Now, speaking of Adidas, it looks like they're getting ready for a new AE1 release, which is actually set to drop coming up next week. So we have this slime green AE1 low, which is getting ready to drop. So another cool take on the AE1 low. As far as this colorway, I would say while these joints ain't bad, for me, not a must-have release. So it looks like Adidas isn't planning on slowing down anytime soon with these AE1 low releases. And as far as just the Anthony Edwards line in general, are you guys ready for them to move on from the AE1 and start off the AE2? Let me know what y'all think down below. Now, we got a first look at the Kobe Air Force One, which is said to be one of 2 colorways, which they're getting ready to release coming up holiday 2024. So as far as the details on here, this does feature this interesting type of embossing logo effect on the leather upper right here. So it looks like Nike continues to expand to the Kobe line. It seems like a lot of people were satisfied with the recent 5 Kobe GR releases that we saw drop, and it looks like they just continue on as they have these big releases set up for this holiday season. Now, we also have Playboy Cardi, lastly, who just dropped his highly anticipated album, I Am Music. Well, not exactly. He actually did drop some pre-orders, which went up for sale yesterday, celebrating his birthday. So you had an option of different clothing items, which included t-shirts, hats, as well as $100 hoodies, and shipping and everything like that. It is important to make note that orders do actually ship out April 18th, 2025. So you have a limit of 4 per customer. Album release date to be announced. Product will ship no later than 6 months from September 12th, 2024. So you guys remember how everybody was mad about their Yeezy orders taking forever? Well, at least they gave us a little heads up that as far as these drops right here, you guys can wait for about 6 months for your stuff to arrive. And as far as this album bundle, it looks like this is the new finesse, as it looks like Billboard is now accepting album bundles once again. So let me know if you guys grabbed any of this stuff. And with those quick updates out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into our main stories, which yesterday I actually happened to miss out on this one, but Adidas kicked off their exclusive access event, which it looks like we had the big sale that many people were waiting on. Previously, we saw some Fear of God Athletics product beginning to hit the Adidas outlets, but it looks like now we are able to access these sales via the Adidas app. So it is noteworthy to mention this is not the confirmed app, but rather the standard Adidas app. And if you did happen to miss the notification, just as I did myself, just go ahead and open up the app. You'll see where it says limited time offer, Fear of God Athletics, just for you, John. Okay, so I'm able to access the private sale, making me feel real special. So it reads, welcome to your private sale, curated for you, John. So, okay, all right. I like that, Adidas, giving that little personal touch right here. Now, we do see products which are actually on sale up to 50% off. So they have a whole wide range, which includes clothing as well as footwear. So let's go ahead and jump through the different categories, starting off with 20% off. So we got a little wide range of different clothing items here to start it off. So I do first and foremost notice we have some of the collegiate pant designs, which were pretty cool. We also have the Fear of God Athletics Heather hoodie, which features that interesting kind of extended neckline, which goes right into the hoodie. So an interesting piece, some shorts on there, as well as the Fear of God Athletics heavy fleece sweatpants, a design which I happen to actually be a fan of. Those originally came in at $200, so with this 20% off sale, it's only bringing them down to $160. So I would say not anything that's gonna make me really wanna go ahead and jump on these like that. But then again, this is just the 20% off stuff. So let's go ahead and see. Hopefully we get some better deals as we jump into the 50% stuff. So next up, we got the 30% off, which, okay, so we are seeing the footwear here, which starts off with the Fear of God Adidas, which originally came in at $100. Of course, with the 30% off deal, you guys can now grab these for $70. So is that enticing enough for you to want to hop on these new Fear of God slides? We also see a whole wide range of footwear, which includes as well the 86 high, which originally came in at $220. You guys can now grab these for $154. We also see the 86 low, originally coming in at $200 with the 30% off deal. That's bringing them down to $140. That also includes the Los Angeles shoes, which originally came in at $170. You guys can now grab these for just under $120. They got a couple different colorway options available. And then the big one, the deal that I was most excited about, of course, the Fear of God Athletics Basketball 1 model, which I do happen to have a pair, which is collecting a little bit of dust behind us here. But I would say based off the price, you know, I would consider maybe picking up some of the other pairs, but based off the selection, I'm just seeing the black carbon joint. We have the clay pair, as well as that recently gray and black released pair, which these originally came in at $250, but I feel like that 30% off deal bringing them down to $175. Honestly, y'all, like, I'm just being real, it's not enticing enough with the colorways that they have here. These aren't really some of my favorites. I was more so looking to see if they had some of those collegiate pairs, but I was hoping to see these joints like around like $120 or something like that. You know, maybe a little more heavily discounted. I think the 30% off just really isn't cutting it. And on top of that, these colorways aren't really doing enough to kind of move the needle. But let's go ahead and see what we have at 40% off. Maybe we'll have some surprises, which it looks like we have more clothing, which includes this suede fleece half zip up. We got the Fear of God Athletics goalie jersey, which that one was originally kind of enticing, a unique fit, a play on the classic Adidas jersey, which originally came in at $400 with the 40% off discount, brings it down to $240. So let's go ahead and see what we got for the 50% off stuff, which, man, looks like we only got some of the outerwear stuff here. So the 50% off discount would have been great, let's say maybe like on some of the footwear, but as far as adding the discount, let's say for example here with this Fear of God Athletics car coat, which originally comes in at $600, you guys can now grab these for $300. So while that 50% off discount does sound great, coming off of $600, bringing these down to $300, I don't know if this is, you know, enticing enough for people, which I feel like your average Adidas consumer, you know, isn't really looking to spend $300, let's say, on a Fear of God coat or whatever. So while we do have the long-awaited sale that a lot of people are waiting on, I would say this deal is a little bit underwhelming. And as I mentioned, some of these prices aren't really doing enough to move the needle for me personally. But let me know if you guys were rocking with any of this stuff. And as far as the future of Fear of God Athletics, I would say while I do appreciate the fact that they tried to like curate this and market it as like this exclusive private sale and everything like that, kind of to keep the Fear of God name alive, I don't know what the future holds, you know, with this big sale right here. So stay tuned, guys, for more updates on that. And again, let me know if you copped anything from the event. All right, and we got Jordan Brand gearing up for a major release with Travis Scott in the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Medium Olive. Now, as far as these Travis Scott drops, some of Jordan Brand's most highly coveted releases, but is it really because the sneakers are that hot, or is it more just because people really can't get their hands on these? So I did actually see this tweet floating around, which reads 10 days away. I could see it now, 90% stock, never hitting retail, 20 different pointless EQL raffles to enter. We complain. rinse and repeat. So I would like to refer to this right here as the Travis Scott cycle. So of course, there's a lot of backdoor allegations that have been floating around, but as far as the most recent Travis Scott drops, seems like they tried to add the EQL raffle into the mix, make people feel like they have a little better of a chance. And with this pair set to drop coming up here apparently on the 28th, let's go ahead and see what the people have to say. So we had this person chiming in saying, LOL, GOAT app, ready to take the straight from Travis' own warehouse. Somebody else mentioned oldest story in the sneaker book. Ain't stressing at all for these. I'm good hitting GRs. Now this dude put, everyone knows this will be the case, but people will waste their energy anyways. And then somebody else said, bought multiple canaries from GOAT, all instantly verified and shipped within 24 hours. Nothing's gonna change. So it seems like people really ain't falling for these Travis shenanigans. But on the other hand, somebody said these should be slightly higher than the canary in my opinion, though. From what I hear on stock, should be somewhat attainable, but then again, it's been dry on the resale part, so who knows. And then lastly, we got somebody chiming in saying, but child begged for raffles, now crying after you get it. So as far as this Travis Scott release, we'll see how things play out. As far as the most recent Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, the Canary Yellow Elkins High colorway, we did see that resale prices were somewhat reasonable when you consider for a Travis Scott pair, as I think they were flowing around like the $300-400 price range. So with this upcoming medium olive pair, which kind of leans more into like that earth tone bag, I think this is a pair that more Travis Scott fans are looking forward to. Do you guys feel like these are gonna hit like outrageous $1,000 plus resale prices like Travis Scott releases of the past? Or do you think this is gonna be a little more reasonable and we'll see prices like in that $300-400 range? Let me know what y'all think, and good luck to everybody as we're gearing up for this major upcoming release. And lastly, we got Ye getting ready for his big China takeover, as he's set to have a massive performance getting ready here on the 15th. So he recently arrived to Haiku, or however you pronounce it, my bad y'all. So it looks like we got a little clip of him arriving here at the airport. So let's go ahead and take a look at how he was actually greeted by fans. So as you guys see right here, the energy absolutely crazy. Now, as far as this stadium performance, this is actually going to be 40,000 capacity, which is completely sold out. And based off this clip right here, does this look like a guy that's getting ready to drop a generational performance, as well as all of that new Yeezy gear that we've been waiting on? I'm hoping for the best. So as far as the performance, it looks like we do have a little update as to the stage design, which it looks like the infamous dirt mound returns from the previous show, but it looks like things are being elevated, as it looks like they're implementing this new grass design, which will go on top of the dirt mound. So it looks like they're looking to elevate things, taking things up a notch from the previous performance. So one could only hope for the best. So as I mentioned previously, this show will be going down on the 15th. So over here in the States, everything should be going live for us on Sunday morning. And based off the fact that we previously got a live stream, I'm expecting to see that as well for this show. So it should be a big one. 40,000 capacity stadium. You guys already know what's going on. And on top of the show, with all of that recent new Yeezy being loaded up to the back end of Yeezy.com, one can only hope that we're going to get a new drop coming up very soon. So stay tuned for all of the updates on that. I'll probably tap in with you guys for a little weekend update. I'll let you know what everything is going on with all of the new Yeezy stuff. But before we bounce, of course, I did want to mention the poll of the day, which I thought this one was very interesting. I asked you guys, what era did you get into Yeezy? Of course, as I know with the general audience here for this channel, you have people from all different walks of life, all different age groups and everything like that. So we had roughly 1.4 thousand votes so far, in which the majority of you guys said you got into Yeezy during that 2016-2020 era, which I definitely thought the majority of you guys would select that. That's that time when they first started the whole Adidas Yeezy partnership. This is where Adidas took Yeezy and Yeezy took Adidas to the next level. Big, huge, major moment. That's when we saw countless classics such as the 350, 700, foam runners, plus more. So many great pairs. And then as far as the second category, you guys brought 30% at 2021 to 2023. So of course, you guys came in a little bit late. That was during the time when things between Ye and Adidas got a little messy. And then of course we saw the big breakup. And then the third largest category, 17% of you guys before 2015. So if you guys are one of the early 2015 and before Yeezy fans, that means you really came into things for like the music, you know, an appreciation for the soul samples, all the chops, all that good classic Ye stuff like that, all of the classic albums. You guys know the deal. And then 12% of you guys just hopped in now, so you guys missed out on a lot, but it looks like you're here to kick off the start of the independent Yeezy journey. So salute to everybody that participated in the poll. As we mentioned here, this audience, you know, has a wide variety of different people from all different walks of life. So it's always interesting to see, you know, what you guys think. And again, appreciate everybody that participated in the poll, which you guys can always find via the community tab here for this channel. So we're gonna wrap things up right here. If you guys made it all the way to the end, you already know you are appreciated. Let me know by dropping a salute in the comment section below, as well as all of your feedbacks for all of the topics covered. And if you enjoyed the content, please help support an independent creator by hitting that like button down below. I can't stress enough how much that helps out the channel. So salute, guys. It's Friday, so I'm about to have myself a nice little weekend. May check in with you guys if we have some big updates going down, but if not, of course, I'll be back on Monday. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Be safe, man. Love.